A Bad Apple Spoils a Bunch by Elton Thomas. In the dugout, trust lay learning, hearts so bright with dreams still burning. Every contract forged in honor, sealing pure virtue in this place. Yet a silent rumor churning stirred our peace toward dark yearning. Still the clubhouse shone so brightly, many soon found a saving grace. Uniforms of kindness flourished, each soul shining in its bright face. Never once did rancor tarnish, nor could evil leave a dark trace. Seasons passed with triumph calling, trophies gleamed without fear falling. Fans rejoiced in bleacher sunsets, hearts so alive with swelling tide. In that chorus, triumph stalling, we could hear an echo calling. Still the players bowed in tribute, each performance filled with pride. Coaches guided, fans were cheering, morning's hope would stretch so wide. No one sensed the creeping shadow, soon to claim this hopeful side. Then came Brad, his laughter leering, words like hooks for souls still steering. All his charm a veil of venom coiled to strike in quiet gloom. Where the dugout once felt cheering, now a hiss of threats grew searing. Lies encircled battered friendships, stinging hearts with subtle doom. Some recoiled in trembling silence, longing for the team's old bloom. Though his grin seemed warm and winning, darkness filled the vacant room. He would prowl with taunts unending, spin the truth while hate was rending, flashing teeth to woo the fearful, coaxing anger out to play. Once the code so strong, depending on respect and vow unbending, now was bent by cunning whispers, twisting night into the day. Players found themselves divided, hearing slander chase their way. In the gloom, the diamond tarnished, honor reeled beneath dismay. Soon a crew around him rallied, echoing his jokes so pallid, spreading rumors, forging stories, blackening the purest name. All the rules they trampled, dallying with guile no oath had tallied. Coach looked on, but partial power bound his protest, tamed his claim. Lofty ethics wavered, sallied forth with hope yet drowned in shame. For each vow to guard each other soon was scorched by toxic flame. Like a plague, the vile contagion pitched its tent in proud formation. Curses soared where once was laughter, threats took root in hallowed halls. Brad's command, a sly persuasion, turned the bench into stagnation. Every day the tension sharpened, cracking trust with sharpened claws. Some who fought for truth grew weary, battered by the scorn that falls. Once a haven, now a war zone, pinned by one who breaks the laws. Still, the coach in quiet anguish tried to quell the waves that languish. He ejected Brad one evening for the vile abuse of peers. But the schemer would not vanish, for his crew revived his language, slung their lies at unsuspecting souls, and masked all Brad's arrears. Boardroom threats and cunning leverage forced the coach to yield in tears. Thus the bully reigned unpunished, feeding on the team's worst fears. Then rose Allen, calm yet daring, mind set firm though foes were glaring. He confronted Brad's corruption, shining truth where shadows loom. Brad and cronies, vile and tearing, twisted Allen's zeal for caring, claimed his cry for decency was but the source of all their gloom. Coach, ensnared by rumors weaving, watched the locker steep in doom. Few would stand with Allen's courage, choked by slander's bitter plume. One black day, the threat went further, filled with wrath no bonds could murder. Brad approached with bat in hand, a smirk that played with dreaded might. Allen stood, no thought to smother honest pleas in hissing murmur. Yet the bully's cunning posture shifted malice into sight. With one swing, a blow so vicious hammered Allen out of fight. Brad declared the fault lay with him. Allen placed himself just right. All his crew stood by, defending claims of innocence unending. Brad was wronged, they cried so loudly, forging tales to blind the view. Coach had reached his limit, bending to the havoc that was rending. No more lies could hide the torment brimming in the battered crew. Though they threatened dire reprisals, Coach would stand for justice true. Tossing Brad at last from diamonds, cleansing poison from the blue. Some who followed Brad then rallied, tried to bully, dark and pallid. But the coach, resolved and fearless, swept their menace to the gate. Each conspirator, once valid in their hush-hush plots, lay tallied, banned from fields where children's laughter overcame the gloom of hate. Allen, bruised, still found his footing, faced the scars that cursed his fate. Healing slowly, he returned there, Hopeful hearts could celebrate. Knew the breeze that crossed the infield, knew the sense of joy unsealed. Players laughed without the rancor, forging unity once more. Hard-won lessons stood revealed. If just one soul refuses to yield, evil's hush can be dismantled. Light reclaims the tarnished floor. Brad's dark echo lingers faintly, warning how a worm can bore. But the team stands reawakened, freed to chase the runs they score. In the stands, a hush descending, fans recall the near heart-rending. Hope restored in every inning, watchful eyes for creeping rot. What once seemed a realm unending, tested by a serpent's bending. Lies undone by steadfast spirits, truth revived in faithful plot. Alan's name, once dragged through shadows, stands where virtues tie the knot. And the coach, though worn by trials, grows in heart, forgets he's fraught. Through the dust and chalk lines gleaming, watch the sliding, watch the teaming. No more curses in the dugout, no more fear when nights loom long. Where the blame was once deceiving, now the light of trust is beaming. From the pitcher's nightly signals to the batter's pumping song, though the memory still whispers, urging hearts to guard from wrong. Every swing resounds more boldly, every cheer rings twice as strong. Even as the echoes fester, in each tale there is a tester. One bad apple nearly ruined every good seed in the bin, but the roots of justice pester vines of hatred that would fester. Prune away the rotten branches, let the honest soul begin. So the team stands resurrected, wiping fear off every chin. Unity, once nearly shattered, fosters hope where joys can spin. Yes, the foulness grew infectious, forced its way so vile, perplexious, made the righteous doubt their mission, turned the faithful into prey. But a core of hearts protect us, in the gloom their cause connects us, binds us tight when bullies threaten, calls our courage into play. Brad had laid his bat of terror, claiming ignorance that day. Yet the truth cut through the chatter, chasing all his lies away. Alan, rising from his slumber, faced a future without lumber. He would stand again in sunlight, though the bruise had stung him deep. Free from fear's unholy number, freed to find his stance and thunder. Every friend once lost to rumor gathered near his side to weep. Coach, once cornered by the blackmail, saw the real from twisted heap. Breaking shadows, justice flourished, giving hearts a chance to leap. Now the diamond shines in healing, empathy its own glass ceiling. When the players join in spirit, batting forth in unity, eerie gloom once had them kneeling, praying for the truth's revealing. At the final crack of judgment, cruelty lost its tyranny. Brad's domain fell hard to nothing, banished from their company. Still his name remains a caution. Guard the orchard carefully, where a single wretched apple, left unchecked, can swiftly grapple. Poison goodness with its venom, spoiling souls in cunning guise. Alan's stand, though small and fragile, proved the wedge no lie could straddle. Even Coach, beset by secrets, found the strength to sever ties. All the bats and gloves bear witness. Truth at last will neutralize. In that final, fateful inning, honesty reclaimed the prize. Crowds return in gentle wonder, thunderous roars now free from plunder. Every seat in gleaming sunshine, filled with hope that soared anew. Though the storm once tore asunder bonds so strong it could not sunder. Hearts that chose to stand together, shining loud with purpose true. Safe again, the team takes spirit, stepping bold in vivid hue. Victors not just on the scoreboard, on the field of honor too. From the ruins of that treason, blossomed one triumphant season. Laughter threads through every inning, warming souls that had been numb. Brad, the tyrant, lost all reason, left behind in lonely season. Shadows slink beyond the fences, see the stadium overcome. Cheer the vow that ties these players, keep the orchard safe from scum. Bad apple tossed, the orchard flourishes, let baseball's joys hum.